The shuffle, like. All those type of little, 2/5s in between every chord, and then I started realizing, wait, if I combine that with all my little half-step stuff, is when I kind of started to find what I was looking for. I think in rhythm was like adding those 2/5 in, adding different changes in. So yeah, I started to become obsessed with like figuring out Freddie Green, not necessarily exactly how he played everything, but what were some of the ideas he was using to in these simple chord changes, in a blues or in rhythm changes or something like that. How was he kind of he always had to have a chord every beat, you know what I mean, or something like that. So what was he doing to fill it up? And that's when my ear started to be trained to hear like that thing on a blues where you're on the 4, halfway through the 4, sometimes you go to a diminished chord. And then maybe you go to the 6, you know what I mean, and all those types of things. Or halfway through the 4 chord, sometimes I would hear a minor 4 going. But maybe I would hear it in the soloist. See, like. And that kind of drove the me connecting the dots like that. And then, more chords started to become involved. You started to get major 7s in there. You started to get, sharp 9s and flat 9s and things like that, and augmented chords and alter chords and, flat 13s and, blah, blah, blah. But those were just new. Every time I kind of heard that, they became just ways for me to connect the dots more. It wasn't so much like, oh, this is some great new chord. It was like, no, this is a way for me to get from one chord